And you've told us about a situation where a particular detainee by the name of Lang Tombon was carried out to the NIA.
Yenyum fanam fonye muta moso tontai ka fome Lang Tombon tamba ala kula ata nyamimbiri na ataka maya samba NIA animbiri ya Murundi nang.
And based on the condition that he was brought back to the prisons,
adumbiri ba Murundi nang ala kobe tembeda mento ala hadamaya abalajato be kul benyadi benyame wotumo.
it was obvious that he was tortured in some form.
Andu anata seneya moma menyanta adundila nang ka koindi amako yenyimari tajire yale.
Yes.
You have also told us that the officer who actually tried to raise issues of not readmitting him in that condition in the prison,
yekumulu fanal fonya officer men lafta balanna purka dundina kasola kul nata kewo bulu nyama.
Yes.
was charged and detained and dismissed from the service.
Ya mari muta ya kalami ya sindidula killing inata baido ko nyimfonla.
Yes.
So at this point I would like us to continue.
Tayin tembe mbela flanga tenteng.
And I would like you to tell us about other tortures of other detainees that you are aware of.
Mbela fila etabota men kalama yeme moy men keta tilimbale anin tajire yati ye men ke mo kotangulula ye menu muta ye natije.
Ye mol muta jele mini alon ko ditin.
They were detainees that were beaten.
Ba on tol bebe nyokan jele.
Since we were all together.
Hani mantra security win.
Even if you weren't at the security wing.
Bari ko ku ketan ka fo nyoyele.
But anything that happened, we used to tell one another.
And the prisoners
And the prisoners too usually tell us.
Detainees Jamal le nati je minu alon ko yol be butele.
Many detainees were brought there that were beaten.
Wasa Kamara ol be butele.
Wasa Kamara and others were all beaten.
Bunja Dabo ol be butele.
Bunja Dabo and others were beaten.
Yaya Dabo ol yol be butele.
Yaya Dabo and others were beaten.
Yol be butele. Ike samba ike bute very seriously.
All of them were beaten, taken away, and seriously beaten.
And nina te kama ikane kama ni symbol la NIL kane kama ni nying Rangers all.
And each time they come to collect them, they used to come to collect them using force, and it was the NIA and the manner in which they come. Even the officers that we are usually on duties, we are not always able to face them out of fear.
Because
they used to mask. They don't come at daytime. They come in the night. When we are in the yard, when there is a commotion,
center gate confinement tema.
The center gate is between us and confinement. We used to go there. After they collected them, we will go there.
Officer in charge and
the officer in charge will tell us they took so and so person. But they don't come during daytime.
Around 10.
It's in the night, around 10. That they would come to pick them up. They did that severally.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow. So you are actually telling this
that
it was a usual practice
that
the NIA officers or the persons you have referred to as the Rangers, who we commonly know as the junglers, would come into the prisons at odd hours in the night collect the detainees and take them out of the prisons to the NIA headquarters, where they would be tortured and brought back in the morning.
Yes.
Thank you. So now we would like to also concentrate on the tortures that actually took place in Mile 2 Central Prisons itself.
la so fango kono lafta nga wolle fana njibe
mile 2 kaso kono
inside.
Can I just finish the question?
Okay.
So we would like you to tell us the torture that happened to detainees at Mile 2 Central Prison.
sayin lafta yeje fonyen nyimolu menu ye muta ye nati je ye tajire ya nyami Mile 2 fango kaso kono je lafta ye wolle fonyen
mile 2 de je nga molle soto je minu yalon ko wolle kaldi paroke mile 2.
Well, in Mile 2, there are special people who did the beating.
Wolle ka prisoner fundindi ke samba headquarters koma.
They would take the prisoners outside behind the headquarters
Ke buteje
and beat them up there.
Sorry, Mr. Jallow. Point of clarification.
kalafta jansene andila
It seems at this point you're talking about actual prisoners and not the detainees. Is that correct?
be kaso kono ibe wolle fo kan bare amanke nyimuta moluti ikafo menne detainees
mbe prisoner lel.
Yes, I'm referring to the prisoners.
I just wanted to clarify this point because from the evidence you have given,
lafta jansene andila le kato sede yaro men yadi
it seems to suggest that the detainees were not tortured ever in Mile 2 but were taken out to a special place to be tortured and brought back.
amunta ila kumo ye nyine frinko inene manyilu bute Mile 2 kaso kono ike findindi kaso kono le ke samba koy damen foten yeta ye buteje ye murundi nan kaso kono
Ante kaminu be kalamota ke chika jele ye samba ye bute after ye murundi na bari nene me bute nte nyala.
All the incidences that I was aware of, the individuals were taken out, beaten up and brought back. But I never saw anybody beaten inside.
But then the actual prisoners who were either being convicted or on remand are tortured at the Mile 2 Central prisons.
bare nyimmolu men ye butete dolu ka kenyi muta molleti ye menu ditenje e ka ni be butela ke fintindile yete bute banta ye nati
Yes.
And this torture, as you've explained it, or maltreatment would usually happen at the annex opposite where the headquarters of the DG is based.
monta wo butero dum akake dinkiral to memu prison la korda bati saying DG fon la office be damen ike samba wo bungole ko make buteje
Yes.
Thank you for that clarification. You may continue to tell us what happens.
numbara yeje senandi tenteng ya fonyen silang yemel longo kolto butero nyin nakarola
Butero ikaminu bute wolle fanka fontolie.
Those that were beaten usually are the ones that would tell us,
Bawo ni katra nyokanne.
since we were always together with them.
Ni samba ni bute mba kalamutalal.
When they take them out and beat them, we are usually aware.
Ikane kamale samba
They used to come, collect them and take them away,
ye samba
take them away
rundina.
and then bring them back.
Bari ni murunta na jem fangal kalonne ko ye butele.
But when they are returned back, we used to know that they have been beaten.
Because one prisoner bije
Because there was one prisoner,
Fallu Sise
Fallu Sise.
Ralalem.
He was a tailor.
He's a very good tailor.
He was a very good tailor.
Teleka na informal kara.
He used to sew our uniforms.
Teleka jompal kara.
He used to sew the jumpers.
Kara labalem.
He was a great tailor.
Ani ina dunta nyolale.
They had a misunderstanding.
Ya muta.
They arrested him.
Ya samba koma.
They took him behind.
Ya bute very seriously.
They beat him very seriously
Ya murundina.
and brought him back.
O mo jamale o kalamuta Mile 2.
Many people in Mile 2 were aware of that
Because a fontoliere.
because he told us.
Defamo personally.
Myself personally,
Aya fonyele.
he told me
Because intelenga samba ka recommend ka ke red banoti.
because I took him and recommended to make him.
What?
He kept telling people about that all the time.
Mr. Jallow, you've told us that he had an encounter with some officers. Can you name those officers?
iko anim modol dunta nyola jele jumanyo le mo wolti official lu fayse tolu fono la ba
Aning Ibrahima Jamme,
It was with Ibrahim Jammeh,
Mohamed Jabi,
Mohamed Jabi,
Malan Tamba,
Malang Tamba.
ila special group ole soto.
They had a special group.
Ikanyo kumandile ye prisoner ye ini lafta min tochola.
They used to call each other, and whosoever they wanted to torture,
o ilafta kamim bute,
or whosoever they wanted to beat,
iketele mutaye samba,
they will take you away.
Itakela mile 2 kono jede.
They wouldn't do it inside mile 2.
Ibakela bantale.
They will do it outside.
Either around confinement mafangola.
Either around the confinement,
a coma,
behind it,
or yes, samba headquarters coma.
Or they will take you at the back of the headquarters.
Ibe samba la waleta.
That was where they will take you.
Yes, samba to niye bute.
After they took you there and beat you,
after say murundina,
then they will return you back.
Prison officers beo said they ale.
Prison officers, all of them can attest to that.
Manke dundi roti.
It's not.
Minketa wala nyanta
It's
fola.
not part of implicating them, but this is what happened.
Mr. Jallow, it is therefore correct to say that you're telling this commission that there was a particular group, a team, that used to commit the tortures and the beating and the maltreatment of prisoners.
Mr. Jallow amunta sila ila kumo ina firinko kafule soton taje me yalon ko jama wolle mu moluti menu kanyin kaso lankolu muta ke bute nyame yalon ka diete tolie kon ke findindi banda kate bute han fo ye murundina.
Ha. Yes.
I would also like you to repeat them one.
Lafita ite hakilo menu be muta ye be tolu fo killing ye fanyin commission e.
Those that I can recall,
Ibrahima
Jammeh,
Malang Tamba, Jabi.
Can we have his first name, please?
Mohammed Jabi. Wolle fang ki fenkolti. Wolle mu nyaaton kolti. I Jammeh le mu la commandant.
They were the leaders, but Jammeh was their commander.
And
some of their subordinates, whose names I do not know. But I know these ones because I worked with these ones. They are the ones they call chief torturers. Because even the prisoners call them by that. And all and they used to tell us also. But when they did it, they never did it in our presence. Because we were not in the same thing with them. That was why when they did their own thing, they did it on their own. Even if that did not please us, we couldn't do anything about it. Because there are rules and rights in the prison. The prisoner has rights. The officer has duties. The prisoner has rights in some aspects. The officer too has rights in some aspects. Because the act is what guarantees all of us. If you look at the prison act, after the act was written, it was subject. That is pertaining to officers. On the left, that pertains to the prisoners. A prisoner, if he commits an offense, the prisoner should be charged.
Section 62.
Section 62.
Offense section
the offense that the person commits, you look at that offense. And you charge the person accordingly. And if you are to punish the person, you punish the person. You take the person to the authorities. And you make it known to the authorities that this person has done this and this. He threw a blow on, he punched somebody and injured him. Oh, we found him in possession with money. Oh, we found him in possession of cannabis.
The commander is there.
He will look at this section. The section on which to charge you.
Then I punishment or lekang.
And then you will prescribe the punishment on you.
I park.
He will park you.
Or I'll visit forfeit.
Or you will forfeit your visit.
Aitandila ko yenying offense kari leke.
To make you know that this is the offense that you have committed. And we told you from the day of inception. So you deliberately did it.
So say mbela visit forfeit la for maybe ila visit minkana ita sotola for ila next visit.
And so we will forfeit your incoming visit until the next one.
Or ya seal.
Or you seal the individual
for a period.
For a period.
After Yabula.
After which you release him or her.
Ya commanding office.
You call the person to the office.
Ya address.
You address the person. The kind of offense that has been committed. If I told the person does not report for duties, section charge that particular officer. If I told the officer malingat,
section section 23.
Officer.
Malingari neke.
If I told the officer malingat,
section section 23.
There is a section 23, on which to charge the particular officer.
So prisons nyanta tamala wala nyama.
So this is the way in which the prison should operate.
So this is
what I know about it.
Mr. Jallow, thank you very much for showing us that you know the Prison Act. Because the sections you have actually said before this commission are correct. Were any of those sections followed by chief torturers?
Ani?
No.
Is there any part of the act that gives them the power or authority to torture prisoners?
Folum loi na karola adula do fanam bi jele meye sembo di telula pour ka kasolan ko lumata ke tajriya.
Ani?
No.
I would also like you to clarify, you mentioned 3 names and you called them all chief torturers. Were they all referred to as chief torturers?
Ye mo sabatofo e afoko ke command chief tortural ulmo sabo be lemo chief tortural tibam fulum akafomo kelinama
ani amanke mo sabo beti bele kali paroke bari dulaod la nyaton ko sotole.
No, it's not the 3 of them, even though all of them do the beatings, but every place has a leader.
Ibrahima Jammeh mo la nyaton koti.
Ibrahima Jammeh was their leader. Malan Tamba was
his assistant.
He was the chief.
Muhammad Jabi be onoma womu PO leti.
And Muhammad Jabi followed, who was a PO.
That
was the way they.
Ila chief womu fenkeleti. Ibrahima Jammeh.
But their chief was Ibrahima Jammeh.
So it was therefore correct to say that it is Ibrahima Jammeh that was referred to as the chief torturer.
Woto nyino muto nyati Ibrahima Jammeh mosafo wolem chief torturate.
A prisoner beka wolefo.
Yes, that is what the whole prisoners say.
And during this period that we're really talking about, it is correct to say that David Colley was then the Director General.
Alunyi wato member fokanteng woto tonyale mnyinka foko wotembo David Colley wolemu ila kasobe kuntonkoti.
David le munyaton no atelam Director General.
Yes, David was the head, he was the Director General.
And you have already told this commission that he was aware of all the ins and outs at the prisons.
Aluyenyu for commission yanko kuokundi nabe kering kasola katamaje abota be kalamale.
He would be aware, he was aware because it used to happen in his absence. Behind his office.
Because akakala office ole koma.
He was aware because it used to happen behind his office. Because they don't do it in the front. When it's done behind,
Director General.
I think you as Director General, if I told someone is not supposed to be beaten in that place, there's no one should be beaten in that place and you wouldn't be aware.
So na jero to dal ngalon ko aya kalamutal.
By my observation, I see to it that he was aware.
Did he take any actions to stop this said torture that was being done?
Fao ay fere kele wala silatale pour ka tajire ya ka bondi.
Nene man soto.
It never happened.
Did he ensure that the persistence after the tortures?
Fodu niyo tajire yake wakasola nkola. Faka nyimfanan kele pour ka wo molu mako e pour ye jara ro soto bang.
Eka complain of saliale komisal fe ni murunda nang after torture e katra molle koto je mini alon ko officer in charge ol.
They used to complain to the officers. For example, when they return, they used to be under the officer in charge. For example, if they were beaten and they suffered bruises, they will tell the officer in charge. The officer in charge will provide an escort to take them to the clinic. If at all there is medicine, they will give them medicine. If at all there is no medicine, they will have to prescribe medicines for them. And if they would have anyone who could buy it for them, if they don't have someone to buy it for them, it used to be a problem for them to get treatment. Because on our own we cannot refer them to the hospital. And if there is a sick report,
medical sick report safe.
It was the medics who wrote the sick report.
If
it is a genuine case which they cannot treat there,
referral le safe.
They will write a referral.
So manda nimbe movement ol be kekang.
In the morning, while we are making the movements,
distribution okay.
And we did the distribution.
Court.
Those that are supposed to go to court.
Hospital.
Those that are supposed to go to the hospital.
That
is the time that all the documents are taken.
So if
at all you happen to be someone who is not in the good books with them, they could omit your name from the list. They could say, take so and so person's name off the list. I witnessed that personally.
Mr. Jallow, thank you for going through that. I think you have just told this commission about the procedure for medical assistance or treatment to prisoners.
Inumbara Mr. Jallow, ngamere ya for commission enne silo lumenu nyanta tala puruninka sola nkolu sulata wala nyanta ilondila jara rosiloka.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My question was, after the prisoners are beaten or maltreated or tortured, does David Colley ensure that they get any medical assistance?
Ala nyinin karo munyeti. Niye kasola nkolu muta ye tajire ya ye bute fuka pare. Fo David Colley kana alole ka jako ye nyulbenu bute teng inyanta isambalale pour ye jara ro soto noto.
Honey.
No.
Does the chief torturer or any of his assistants ensure that they get medical treatment?
Tajire nyatonko ye nyulmenu bute teng ye jara ro soto noto ba.
Honey.
No.
Can you tell this commission how bad were the beatings?
Fanyin commission yo bute rolu jawiyata nyadile kake nyamen asiatale.
Ila bute rol dimitale bawo ni sambaje itol damalle kataraje.
Their beatings were painful because when they take you, they used to be the only ones there.
So adiate nyameng ibakele wala nyam.
And so they do it as they pleased.
So nite mantaraje purka fo yal sabari.
If you are not there to ask them to pardon them, you see to it that they do to them just what pleases them. So when they are done with them, they will bring them back.
Can you explain to this commission the beatings that the prisoners used to receive? What type of beatings did they receive?
Those that they used to beat, what they said was that they used to take pipes. Since they were not beaten in our presence, and I said that earlier, they used to call them and take them away
pipe or letter.
He used to take pipes. Because those that were beaten were the ones that narrated this to us.
Pipe or letter.
They will take pipes. Some take sticks. And they will lay you. They will hold you and lay you.
Oh, is satisfied about
until the time that they are satisfied. If I told you they accused you of something, they will ask you to say it. If I told it's money that is in your possession, they will ask you where you got the money from. If I told it's cannabis, where you got it from. That was how they operated.
Mr. Jallow, can you tell the Commission from what you know, what the beatings, as we would call them, maybe lashes, were they over 12 in number at any particular time?
Mr. Jallow, fanyin Commission yo wobute rolo. Ika nanga mo jelle misali kama mo kilungu ko yo ya foko ka pipe leta ika lipardanya jelule dil katale fosi nya tanim fula bang wala.
According to the
explanation they gave, the beatings they gave them was more than that. And it shouldn't be more than 12 lashes. But what they used to say, that they used to beat them until they tire. But since it is something that did not take place in your presence, so if you are narrating it, you must make it clear that this is something that he heard from others. If at all it had happened in my presence, where I was standing and I saw them beating them, whatever they must have done to them, I would be able to stand and tell you this was what was done to them. But those that were beaten, it's only because of the relationship that existed between us. That was why I used to get to know these things. There was a time where we were, the position that we were, it was as if we were not a part of anything.
Half officer, half prisoner.
It was as if we were all equal, just as you are half officer and also half prisoner. We are not involved in anything.
Mr. Jallow, prisoner, half officer, please, to this commission.
Mr. Jallow, fanyin commission e kasene yande yeme mfote. Fankiling kasolanko, fankiling dokula. O koto mumuneti.
The reason I said that is because of the fact that we are all in one thing.
As officer in charge.
I am there as officer in charge.
As a officer.
Or I am there as an officer.
Bondi.
You come and take away a prisoner. You take him away. You don't even inform me.
It have no use.
So my being there has no use. You take them away. If I talk myself, you will go and report me. You will say that I am sabotaging. And when they say sabotage, that is very broad. So this is the reason why. This is why I say half officers, because we were all part. We work together. And they made themselves as if they were the only real workers. And we were not a part of anything. So we also held our own. And we did our work. Because we are together with the prisoners.
So half officer, half prisoner.
This is why I said half officer, half prisoner.
And when you tell this commission that you were feeling as if you were a half prisoner and a half officer, does it have anything to do because of the tribe that you belong to?
Yes, as a Keno Fananti, because definitely what Tambita
it could be that also, because there was a time when we really suffered.
Because coming for Drombe, Nyanta operation no minkela.
Just as I was saying, the operation that all of us should do,
offense
is an offense,
we
should take to the person to the office first counsel him
open call
and try to scare the person and tell the person to speak the truth. We all join together and tell the person the truth. That never happened. When they come, they will call each other and do what they wanted to do. So we also stayed away from their business and held our own. Yes.
So you all function in teams and different groups?
Yes, you see, the reason why I said these things this way, a human being wants peace. But anywhere you know that whatever you say, it would be a problem for you. You will ignore it. When you come for work, you perform your work. So that was how we operated.
So Mr. Jallow, you're telling this commission that there were particular individuals who were closer to the DG.
That's true. There were groups that were close to him. These were these people who used to come and go and tell him things.
And no matter what they did that were even against the principles, rules, and the act, they were never punished for it.
They never did anything to them.
And this could be the fact that it's because they were actually given these instructions by the then DG to perform.
He empowered them.
Apart from the torturers that you have given their names already, are there any other persons who were in this particular team that were close to the DG then?
No, I don't know those. But for these ones, I know them. Because what they did after I used to see it.
Can you tell us who the oddly of the DG was?
Well, the DG, he had many oddlies.
Can you name a few?
Because one boy, Kasim Baji.
There was one boy, Kasim Baji. He was once his oddly.
Wali Kor
was once his oddly.
Babukar
It doesn't matter if you don't remember the second names or all the names in totality. Just tell us what you remember.
He had many oddlies.
Because more aggressive to demanding.
He used to change them constantly because he's someone that was aggressive. Emma Munke?
Momi alonko amang ana mang ni molka silala dal so ibaje la wato dobiye because akasare molka ne so na sarte ka nite piuta drong aje ko dal ay min fo yete make misal fi ay bula kula imamoy.
He used to
na sarte kan drong ka dol ka piule so kaje insafo ko mol buka hanyala.
He used to shout at people.
Jama bi jasete bondi no jele.
And when he shouts at you and you are scared, sometimes he used to change you and you demand for a new oddly.
But
these that I have mentioned, I know them, and they were once his orderlies.
Lamin Sane.
Lamin Sane.
SPO Lamin Sane, Inspector.
SPO Lamin Sane is now an inspector. He too was once his orderly. I knew these as his orderlies.
So officers who he would assign certain duties to that were not even their responsibilities?
Ninga borala in odlil fo official dol fanan katara jele men yalon ko akebula do gola anno akebula do kol menna adobe je obukatara walla do go kono nyana ka benke
ayalon service mo odaldi because service near cross back area nala section commandalem.
You know, service is order, and if you observe carefully you realize that there are sections
because near cross back operation commander bijele.
If you observe, there is an operation commander.
Okay, chief officer bijele.
There is also the chief officer.
Chief officer is the man in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
The chief officer is in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
So, Wofana rights to Kataya any minute, any time.
Each who has the right to go to him at any time.
Operation Fanai rights to Kataya any minute, any time.
And the operations too has the right to go to him any minute, any time.
And in Minube official to.
And those that are in offices. And those offices that are close to him, and they are people who are doing the same work with him. Those that he will assign to other assignments. All of them used to go to him.
Yes.
So it is correct to say that David Colley was running the prisons as if he was running his own home.
Odo atilintele moya foko David Colley aka prison nyung aya mutale ko nung aya marale ko al soko no maranyame.
David I come soto num bakele.
Well, David had authority.
Because mole mi alon ko na mi fo wala kake.
Because he was someone, when he says something, it happens.
Mo buka challenge.
Nobody challenged him. That was there, and everyone can attest to that. He was the director. Whatever he says happens. Sometimes when he comes to the yard and finds people in an awkward situation, and it is you see people getting up and moving out of that place so that he would not see them. Truly speaking, people were scared of him. Despite all of these shortcomings, people honored him. And prison officers love him. Because he was the only one we knew. Nobody sees him and hates him. He sees deeds that make people angry about him. Because we did not want someone to come from the outside to take charge of the prison. But these were his problems. And I honor him. And I love him too. But he also made me to suffer. And he knows that I'm a hard worker. He knows that himself.
9 good years.
Because I was together with him for almost 9 years. I was at Joshua prisons. When he's going out, it used to be me that he will call to go and wait for him at his home. He trusted me. One day, his father was there. I used to sit with his father on the bench around 92, 93. We used to be there with him. When he goes out, I used to be and we would be chatting with the father while I performed my guard duties there. But he was someone who we know that whatever he said in mile 2, there was no one that will challenge him. So this was our problem.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Mr. Jallow.
Mr. Jallow, we've also received evidence that there was a place that was called talk through where they used to torture prisoners. Can you shed light on it?
Nga dingira nga intihedandro fana unsoro janko dingira dole benunje ka fo damete talk through wala mtonya fo si je fana fana ndinu nyela ba
hani alabe sede ala ngala je dal manjelo.
No, God is my witness. I do not know that place.
Because I'm under oath.
Because I'm under oath.
Imam milong manyan fala.
So what you don't know, you shouldn't say it.
That is correct. We just want you to tell us the truth in this sitting.
So
told us that you had been an officer at Janjambure prisons.
Yes, I once was.
Can you tell us if you're aware of any detainees that were brought to Janjambure prisons?
Yes,
inene mol nati jele komando.
Yes, they brought people there in the past.
Group bale nata je.
It was a large group.
Political problem ollem.
It was on the political problem.
Ala nata ke nata taraje.
And by God's grace, they were there.
Yes, sambananje.
They brought them there.
Thank God, ntolbe je wato minna.
But thank God, the time that we were there, we ended up.
Because what on Commissioner Mimbeje late Kebabo.
That time, our late Commissioner Keba Bojang.
Na anina Commissioner Dobije Keba Sise.
And one other Commissioner Keba Sise.
Hadamayata Bakele.
Is very humane.
So Kanajel Ake Kachandije.
He used to come there and chat with them.
I cannot remember their names.
They were there. There were many. I cannot remember their names.
Political dispute.
There was a political dispute that happened there. After they took them out and returned them.
But
that was a long time.
Because Nima wo daloke.
We were not well acquainted. There were others that we eventually got acquainted with. But after I forgot the names of others. It's more than 10 years.
Mr. Jallow, were they also held in a security or confinement wing?
Security warrant on confinement wing.
Confinement, momi marata confinement ma asiata bakele.
The people that were in charge of confinement were many.
Mr. Jallow, please just answer my question, because I'm trying to establish the different prisons that detainees were put in. So you've already told us that Janjambure have received detainees before. So I just want you to clarify for this commission, how were they held? Were they put in security cells as well?
Oh, I ain't coming na yo jabi. After fondoma on in sabatini la follow. Near more samba kasoroje for ike follow ketain for ike samba security wing lebang for ike samba confinement le follow.
Janjambure de ni Janjambure lem Janjambure man security sort.
If it is Janjambure, then Janjambure has no security wing.
Security wo mile 2 late.
Security wing is only in mile 2.
Thank you. So can you tell this commission in what conditions the detainees were held in Janjambure?
Silam for isa fono commission wa jang. Alhala nyadi la mika kasolan ko le ke muta nyame Janjambure.
Janjambure briye nati.
When they brought them to Janjambure,
selo le dila.
They gave themselves.
Because Janjambure man warabake sel nimanyina mantambi seli sabala.
Janjambure is not large. If I have not forgotten, it's not more than 3 cells. Sometimes
the
roll is goes down. When they reduce the roll, then these prisoners is what they take and put there. And then put them inside one big cell. That is where Janjambure is.
Janjambure man security win soto.
Janjambure does not have a security.
Remind o soto jele.
But they have a remand.
But they man security win soto.
But they don't have a security wing.
We sell all finance soto le mi alonko is for convicts.
And they have cells which are for convicts.
So Janjambure be wala nyam.
That is where Janjambure is.
Man sanyi lomba on famata je demanding.
I do not know of now because it's been a while I have not been there.
So thank you. So when the detainees were brought in, they were all put in one big cell. Is that correct?
Detainees wala maramul ni nati kebe ke sel ba kilin wala kon. Fo wala.
Yes.
Did that cause overcrowding?
Fo ka o kana sabu ko fo mo kana lan tambi je ba ka sia.
A selo nying mawo wara bake bari a dependele mo sifa nanga momin nata because niatra nung manyina nung ngala fi golong.
The cell is not very wide, but it depends on the number of detainees that have been brought in.
Bari mol minu nati nunje buindintal domanding.
I cannot recall the number, but the people that they brought in were a little bit many.
Exactly
But I cannot say exactly this is the number that was brought. But when they came, they put them all together. So they were all there until they were taken out and released.
Mr. Jallow, sorry, was the cell overcrowded with the amount of detainees they put in at that particular time?
Ko watola fo mo nanga mo me yake ikake ho selo nyin kono fa ka siale bang fa kan lal na tambi.
Selo kunga fo nyameng selo nyin ikia special cell dealer because it all mu detainee solid.
Well, the cell, just as I told you, they were allocated a special cell because they were detainees.
So ibajala ko itol beke nyokan jele.
You realize that all of them were put in together.
So nyindongol mini alon ko convictol them.
So these other ones who they put them together.
They
were a little bit many.
Overcrowded.
Those were overcrowded. So where they were, that is where these detainees occupied.
I don't know exactly whether it was overcrowded or it's not overcrowded because
I cannot say whether it was overcrowded or not because it's been a long time. If it is not for this questioning that you are now doing here, in fact, I had already forgotten about it.
Thank you. Can you tell us whether they were sealed or they were allowed rest time?
Oh, nyimol ni briye na reje fo isa fo no ni fo kabriye dundi selo kono fo ye sile bang fo wa ika wato di la pour be fin la wato men ka fo alte fo nyon din domandi
inata wato men buga funtinu
arrived newly. When they arrived newly, they usually never went out.
Because ila order minu kananu.
Because of the orders that came.
Because awato nyi meta bakale bari biri nata de.
The time has been a long time, but when they came, within that period, they did not have a rest.
Thank you. You also told us that at some point you worked in the Joshuan prison.
Yes.
Can you tell us if you're aware whether detainees were also brought to that prison?
When the detainees started going to Joshuan was not a long time.
Because
those that they brought there were convicts and they were soldiers.
Because
they spent a long time there, and that group amongst them was Baba Mane,
Baba Mane, Kabari,
Kobral Njai, Kairaba,
and O2
Tarawale. These were the ones that were brought there. At the time that I was at the Joshuan prisons. These were the people that were transferred from Mile 2 and brought to the Joshuan prisons. At the time that I was there. These were the ones brought from Mile 2 and transferred there.
Caliber of prisoners.
Those were a caliber of prisoners.
Mr. Jallow, during your tenure of these 30 years, I'm trying to ask you, are you aware of detainees, people who are admitted in prison without a warrant?
Mr. Jallow, akaka men nyininka wala nyindiko ila sanji tansa bo nyim wicho nyim be kono e du ko ke kasi bungol to inana maje mona taje ka me detainee wala maramo andu yana taje anin kayti man ka me waran men nyanna tandila ko nyinde nyanna sabati la janne nyanna muta la janne.
Can you tell this commission if those particular individuals had ever been admitted in Joswang prison?
Isa fono commission wala mo sifal ina ne ina Joswang kasib motor banki mutaje ke sindije watra ini warrant man na ke sindi la laje
hani ndela doko be kono na experience be kono.
No, in the course of my work, my entire experience,
amin kalamuta bawo hadama dingo mantimma.
What I am aware of, since no human being is perfect,
Joswang prisons mu dinkiral ti dame alonko those days ndolbe je wato minna discipline was very strong there.
Joswang prison was a place where discipline was very strong there. In the time that I was there,
nganying kalamuta de mile to momo alonko is a strong headed somebody.
I am aware that in mile 2, anyone that was headstrong, they used to transfer you to Joshua. And they normally would be able to control you. But for detainees, if at all it happens, I cannot recall. But all the detainees that I was aware of, usually are taken to mile 2.
Mr. Jallow, are you aware of a place called Babadinka?
Mr. Jallow, dingiralo na ka hodame Bambadinka.
Yes, nga Bambadinka.
A separate cell.
Aba fangoyele.
It's on its own.
Cellol lebije.
There are cells there.
Aning main cellol mankilia.
It's not the same with the main cells.
Individual cell.
These were individual cells.
Just like security wing Benyame.
Just as the way the security wing is.
Just like number 1 security wing Benyame.
Just like the way number 1 security wing is like.
Just like number 4 security wing Benyame.
And just like number 4 security wing.
J is a separate cell.
That place is a separate cell. It is far off from these other prisoners. It is on its own. That is the place they call Bambadinka. That is what I know about it.
And where is Bambadinka found? In the prison service?
In kaso bungol be kono Bambadinka abe mintole
abe Joswang prisons le.
It's in Joswang prisons.
And what are the conditions of Babadinka?
Bambadinka aje alhalo be nyaadi le
ko nga fale nyamen dron cellol separate cellol le.
Just as I told you, the cells are separate cells.
Wala nga sampulota confinement number 1 la.
That was why I gave you an example of confinement number 1.
Can you please describe the cell for us?
Selo nyina lo nyanyi ala lo nyanyi fo sa fono nyabe nyaadi le ba.
Selo nyin lotal ko nyin tabulo be nyame.
The cell is positioned just as this table is like.
Ay bunda soto.
There is a door.
Neo bunda yele.
If you open that door,
ibe selo soto la jang.
You have a cell on your left.
Selo soto jang.
Another one in the middle.
Do soto jang.
Another one on the right.
Do soto jang.
And the other one this side. And the other one next to it. That is the way Bambadinka is structured.
Is it well ventilated?
Bambadinka ala palantero ala nying front fenko womu giria soleti nying ayonol lem. Joswang ions.
The window, there is what they call the Joswang ions. That is what is facing it. The main door, there is a hole behind it. It also has a hole behind. There are other doors. The last, what we call Joswang ion, that was what was. The last time I was there, what we call Joswang ion, that was what was on the door. I do not know whether that is still in place today. Whether it's been taken away. And the other doors were hinged. But the windows were small. But the four side corners, there are irons. That is the way Bambadinka is.
Can you tell us the sleeping condition that exists in Bambadinka?
Bambadinka is yellow in Konoje. Jela nyanying abenyadile, ladula.
Bambadinka ala ladula is slap or lekeje.
Well, the sleeping place has a slab. The slab. You have a wooden wood placed over it, a plank. At that time, if someone is parked there, that's where they take you to. They will issue your blanket, and that's where you will be. And that is what you are going to spread on the plank. And that's where you the cell is not big. It's very small.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jallow. So now I'll take you back to mile 2. At the main yard, which is where you have spent most of your service life. Can you tell us about the conditions that exist at main yard in mile 2 central prisons?
Mile 2 kasabumbato jela salbaning alaje alhalo benyadile.
Mile 2 de wati tambita nung.
Well, mile 2 there was time pass.
Mo obasiata nunje.
There was overcrowding there.
Mo siabata nung mile 2.
There were many people in mile 2.
When you talk about overcrowding, we would like you to explain better.
What is
the capacity of the main yard in mile 2?
Mile 2 jela salbaning. Anyana ka mo hapo jeleta.
Mote mile 2 means afoko mile 2 nyanta nyinetala.
There is no one in mile 2 who can tell you the capacity of mile 2.
Mile 2 man capacity soto.
Mile 2 has no capacity.
Innata mantu fengo fenna fonga tonyafo.
If we are here and the only purpose is for us to speak the truth,
mile 2 overcrowded anumbakele.
Then mile 2 was overcrowded. We were the ones inside the yard.
Wallahi ning nata komisal fe night duty.
To God, for instance, if we came for night duties,
ninga selo bundaele.
If I opened the door to the cell,
hit fango min control taki.
The heat that comes out of the cell.
Wato fana tije.
That time there was no fan.
It minke taki.
The heat that meets you. You know that truly there are many people here. That is such that even the head count.
Because handing and taking over them.
Because it's about handing and taking over. You will not say that because there are many people, you will not count them and therefore you just sign the book. You will do the head count and confirm it. But even in that head count, sometimes we almost get lost.
Because of
because of the huge number of people there.
So nika hadamaya wala nyama mas fanga
so that is how we used to behave humanely with them and be doing it easy with them and carry on our counting until we can complete it.
Because
when you step on someone, you must apologize. Because there used to be many there, many.
So
that happened in mile 2.
In number 1.
Since from number 1
to number 6.
To number 6.
Number 1, 2, 3.
Number 1, 2, 3.
They
weren't big cells.
Small cells.
They were small cells.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Half number 6.
And number 6. These were the big cells.
So, Mr. Jallow, the way you're explaining it, it's like the cell was so overcrowded that inmates might even have to sleep on top of each other.
Mr. Jallow, ilaing sararo ika sara nyamenteng. Amulun dam fele fuko. hadama dingon yirmo yiriko membe selo nyin kono way tandile ko hani ladula ni suokura pour sino fo si la nyokan e pour ye lano e sino
ibuke lano minimum palaso soto.
They don't always are able to sleep. Those who don't have space. As I am speaking here, there are others there who are listening to me. There has been many pardons, and therefore many people went home, but there are still people who are there. And even those that left the prisons, what I'm saying, they are hearing it. Those that used to come there were times they would not have space where to lie on.
We find it very tough.
When we came for night duties, we find it very tough. They'll sit down watching television.
There will be no problem on that.
There will be no problem. But when it's time now to go to bed,
complaint upon complaint.
You hear complaints upon complaints. Complaints upon complaints.
Because I insist.
You talk until you're tired. Because you see some prisoners, a prisoner who will come and insist that they will take some prisoner's space. Because the person has nowhere to be.
I say.
You cannot allow the person to go home. You cannot take the person outside.
So it was so congested.
So,
Mr. Jallow, can you tell this commission how the prisoners used to sleep since it was overcrowded?
Silam, Mr. Jallow, silam foi sa fono nyin commission e jang. Prisoner membe kasoro jebe sorondinje worsa e kasino nyaadi le kela nyaadi le sino.
Dolminu e palaso soto.
Those that had space,
kanyo sambale.
They used to take one another.
Kanyo kundi.
And create space for one another. Those that do not have space, some of them just sit down for the entire night until daybreak. Sometimes when the cells are completely filled, some go and sit inside the toilet. I witnessed that. Officer in charge. Some climb up.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow. So you're telling this commission that the prisons during the periods of 1994 to January 2007, there were particular times.
2017.
Thank you.
Can you go back with the question?
You're telling this commission that during the periods, some periods during the 1994 to January 2017.
Ako ilafta fola commission e jango kabirin January karo July karo 1994 katafo de January karo 2017.
The cells at times would be so overcrowded that some prisoners would have to sit down to sleep.
Selol ka fale fo tembe da wato do kasolan kol membe selo kono je buka la dula so fo ka sile pour yesino.
Wala be kerenu.
Yes, that was what existed then.
Some would have to stand most of the night to sleep.
Dol halo esin kolomo la fo fano yake yesi pour casino.
Ani ibuka lode ikasile.
They never stood, they would sit.
Ite lola no ite olo kumbana no ikasile.
They cannot stand the whole night, they will have to sit.
Ni minka belola.
Anyone that, if you wanted to stand, you will have problem with people.
Because
people will not be lying down and you will be standing. They will ask you to sit down. You will not even accept to stand. So those that don't have space usually sit until daybreak. Those who did not have space then, when day breaks,
outside labor,
and some went out for outside labor because they used to fold all their mattresses.
So
those will now come and sleep. And that is the time that many of them used to sleep.
Thank you for that clarification. And I also just wanted to get to the point that some even had to sleep in the toilets, even though they were very dirty and smelly.
Jela fa dali halo kama dol katela kamolto andu nyaaw nyarande nyaaw je katara norine abe salteri nyaaw nyabari dol katela kamodo jel
to nyalem kamode
It's true. Well, for the toilet, it can never be clean. Although they used to take care of it. They used to cleanse it with omo. They also use ash to clean it, because it's very close to the cell.
So
there is a pump in the bathroom.
So
that place used to be clean. And they take with a brush and they try to scrub it. And that is why some people used to just take it upon them to sleep there. But no one can live in a toilet. A human being can only be there for a little while.
So
this was the problem then. Some used to be at the toilet, some used to be up. Because when someone is sleepy, wherever you find yourself, you sleep.
Thank you for clarifying the issues of the overcrowding in the cells. Mr. Jallow, I would now like us to talk about the food conditions at the Mile 2 prisons. And being the officer in charge, you would always see the food that was cooked and served to the prisoners. Is that correct?
What she's saying like this, I want to make a clarification. On the side of the food, the prisoners, what they give them is what they cook. But after they did the cooking, they would be the ones in turn to start complaining that the food wasn't good.
Sorry, Mr. Jallow, I will get to that in a minute. We're taking it step by step. Initially, I want you to clarify to this commission that the food that is served to the inmates is and was seen by you on a daily basis before they were served.
Sometimes I see it, at other times I don't. Because when it's my time to close work and the lunch is not yet ready, I leave it and go my way.
Or officer in charge will take over.
The next officer in charge will take over. But for instance, if the cooking was done and the food was ready on time, early, we opened the mess boys out so that they could go and collect their lunch. After they picked up their lunch, they used to come and now distribute it amongst them. We used to sit. We sit at the veranda of our office. They take their bowls and they eat. Some join.
Mr. Jallow, I think you're going ahead of me. Like I said, let's take it step by step, please.
Okay.
I want the commission to understand. You being an officer and in charge of prisoners, you are aware and you see the food that is served to the prisoners. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to see it.
Thank you. And you see the quality and the quantity that is given to the prisoners. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to see it.
Because we've already received evidence before this commission on the type of food that is served to the prisoners.
Yes.
We know that they receive pap, mostly in the morning.
Yes.
We know that they have rice during the day.
Yes.
We know that they have what they call the chere, either dry or wet at night.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. So what I want you to tell this commission today is that food of a quality that an individual should be eating on a daily basis?
Silang lefta yewol to fo mole jang o domoro mem domor sifa sabol mem fu jam fonteng fo dom akake domor me halon ko domor kendo lambam hanama dinga nyanna kamen di hadama dinga aya domo bang
domoro de definitely is very poor.
Well, the food definitely was very poor.
Because na manke konkoti.
If it is not because of hunger, if it were me, I wouldn't eat it. Some used to eat it, but some refused to eat it because the food has no quality.
Thank you. We have also received evidence before this commission that because of the poor quality of the food and the malnutrition, there have been prisoners who have suffered certain diseases in the prison. Is that correct?
Andunga seri andiro fanan soto nyin commission nyati ngola jan domoro nyin na kende ya balia ni domoro nyin na kati balia kamal dol beje ni adomo ikana kurangol soto domoro nyin domoro kola fo mfana muto nyalde.
Yes.
Can you please tell this commission about the disease that was suffered by the prisoners?
Isi infono commission ngole ni o domoro nyin domo fa pareta ikana mun kuran sifale soto mun kuran sifale kana le ikang
domoro kiline bi jemi alon ko wo e official fongo be jakalindi le prisoner jakalindi.
There is one particular food which surprises the prisoners as well as the officers.
Mo bele o kurangolong.
Everyone knows that disease.
Kafa biribiri.
It's called beriberi.
Beriberi mu fenneti na e mari muta.
When you contract beriberi, if you press on your foot, there is a dent in. Before the skin rises up again,
some seconds or some minutes
it takes some seconds or some minutes. Establishing you, it takes a long time. Whenever we see someone whose feet were swollen, on many occasions, contracted themselves will tell you. The officers will tell you, but your feet are swelling, you have beriberi. If you have not hidden it, and you went to the clinic, there is a particular tablet which, if they give it to you, and you drink it, you used to urinate, you perform some exercises, and by that it gets out of your system. But if you don't do those, you have not taken the medicine, and you don't perform any exercises, if it gradually climbs up your body, if you are not lucky, it could kill you.
Thank you very much for that information. I would also like to ask you, are there any other conditions that exist in Mile 2 prisons that affect prisoners and cause other illnesses to them?
Ninga bota yin kolea kudol men fojam fo kolea kudol fana beje me alongo aka yin kasotan kol ake batandi baka menga na sababu kurang soto la koteke bang kasoto jeto bang.
Yes.
Yalong Mile 2 mu dinkiraminte asumuyata bakele.
You know, the kind of place Mile 2 is, it's very cold.
Demanding.
And we've been there. You could swell. And you'll be diagnosed as having beriberi. And you'll be prescribed medicines for beriberi. When in fact it is not beriberi. That too used to disturb them.
So can you tell us what disease they would be suffering then, if it's not beriberi?
Pesa fono commission sai odo sai ni arama ka kuran bala man ke beriberi mun kuran sifa la ka finta bala
o kuran sifa aka ke sumu ya kuran alti pneumonia.
That is disease that is contracted as a result of cold, which is called pneumonia.
Pneumonia le ka cause.
Pneumonia causes that.
Sa fo kon singol kan dimile.
And they will complain of pains on their legs.
Na sides all kan dimile.
Sides are paining.
So wo fanan ka cause le.
That also causes it.
Through experience.
Through experience. Because we are there together with them. And we are the ones that get their complaints. And that is where also we assist them. Sometimes we buy medicines for others. But it's just like the prisoners, they don't praise anyone. Whatever you did for a prisoner, except you tell the person, here is the way home. For them, you've done nothing for them. Because there are people who buy medicines for them. Especially now. Now people buy medicines for them.
Because
not long ago, someone bought a spectacle for a prisoner, Baba Gale Jallow.
By then I was the chief officer.
Mr. Jallow, we will get to those issues later. We just want to establish the sicknesses or diseases that affect prisoners at
after fundamental londi la ron kalong mun kasoton ko mun kuran sifa nya de le ka boy kanje ni be kasoto je wato la.
And so far you have told us about 2.
And dun sainten kuran sifa fulay wala fanye.
Is there another disease that affects their eyes?
Fo kuran do fana be jelwa menke nyal kolya di nyala ba.
Molka complain nyala bari
people complain about their eyes. Some complain about eye pain and they used to go to the clinic. But the diseases that I know about, which give us worry there, was this pneumonia and this beriberi. These are the ones we are aware of. If you are not a doctor, you cannot say that such person has a particular disease. It's only when people are very suspicious that in fact it is a particular disease. Because when you contract it and you go to the hospital, and the doctor says it's beriberi, you cannot deny that it's not beriberi. Tomorrow, if you see someone in that same condition, you will tell the person that you have contracted beriberi. So in that situation, all of us became doctors. So when anyone that sees anyone swollen, you tell the person you have beriberi. And there are other ailments that make someone swell. But beriberi and this pneumonia, that was rampant there. As a result of sleeping on the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Baraka, Mr. Jallow.
Can you tell this commission how many prisoners you're aware of that have gone blind while serving time in Mile 2?
Pesa fono nyin commission we itela londo do yemel long kaso lan ko jelle tata je tarta ila kaso la kan nata na nyal nata na fin nyal nata na finki
hani nene man ben wo fe.
I never witnessed that.
Nkam mol jele ka fo ko nyakan dimi.
I see people who would say that they have pain in their eyes.
C'est samba eye clinic.
They will take you to the eye clinic.
Ari pour ka fo ko mo nyaaya dimi je fa finkita.
But to say that someone suffered eye problems to the extent of getting blind. It could be, but I'm not aware since there were many prisoners. Because there were many cells. But I never came across that. And nobody ever complained such to me. That someone has gotten blind. But I was never aware of it.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow, for that. At this point, I'd like to talk about the medical procedures and treatments given to prisoners.
Sorry, 1
minute, Mr. Jallow. Mr. Chair, if I'm permitted, I only have a few more questions for the witness. So with permission, may I proceed, because I know it's actually break time now.
Yes, please proceed, Counsel.
Can you tell us about the medical procedure
Jaralo
at the
bunda
prisons?
prisino kasoro je jaralo bunda ka nyadi le boror
jente jamfala woto bake
I would not be able to talk much about that.
Because womu medical side led.
Because that is on the side of the medics. Because I have not learned that. But at the time that I was there, and the prisoners are listening to me, those that are in the yard.
In the morning,
when I come in the morning,
my officers,
I used to tell them to write the sick report. After they've written the sick report, sometimes I used to gather them together and take them to the clinic. I did that several times. It is up to the medics. When they prescribe medicines for them, and if you have someone outside who could buy it for you, the person would buy it for you. If it is there, the medics will give it to you. Because it is there for you. But there are other issues of theirs. It is only the medics who could.
We are just escorting officers.
Talk much about that. For us, we were just escorting officers.
You complain or dealer?
Give you a complaint?
Yeah, complain forward.
You forward the complaint. Your junior comes and tells you there is a particular prisoner lying in his or her cell. If, for instance, the person is tired, sometimes the fellow inmates, they would assist the individual, and you would escort the individual to the clinic. If it is necessary for a referral, they will refer the particular person. If the person is referred, the shift that is on duty would send its officers there to be on guard there. When another shift takes over, those will go there and replace those ones on duty. If you take over, someone else will come also and take over from you. The one that would be there in the morning, that is the one who spent the night there, is the one who is going to replace that person. On the side of the medics, this is what I know.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Abarka.
When you escort a prisoner
danda
to the medic, do they always have medication to provide for the prisoner?
For what be jaral dingira nying ikaboro sorol ba bendi la kasoran kola ba
sometimes they used to get, but other times they don't have at all. We also take supplies from a particular place. For instance, if the supply is exhausted and a new stock has not been brought in,
they find it very tough.
And sometimes before they get the supplies, they find it very tough. God is a witness.
Thank you. That is what I wanted you to clarify, that the medication is not always available for the prisoners. Thank you. Another issue that I want you to clarify for the Commission is that are prisoners always given permit to get outside treatment when it's necessary, like being referred to a hospital?
lafta dingira do men fanan senade wala nyinde fo kasoton kol nying fo wato be ni sulo nata ika silo dilal ban pour yeta jaralo soto bantala na sulo nata
dol bi je wol ka soto le
There were some who used to get that,
but dol bi je wol bu ka soto,
but there were others who don't have that.
Thank you. At this point, I would like us to talk about the deaths of prisoners that occurred in prison.
silang nying saembe lafla nga kacha fanna mena wala nyindi ko mo men faro fa men kasoto kaso nyindo je lafla nga o fanna le kacha.
Can you tell this commission
Ko sa fono nyin commission
how prisoners are dealt with when they die in prison?
kasoton kol nying ni tara fo mo fata je ikamari nyi mara nyaadi le
jena londindi ngoy min dinna woto.
My little knowledge that I have gathered from there,
afata kaso kono
whether someone dies inside a cell
afata lopitano to
or whether they die in a hospital,
natra afata kasole kono,
if at all the person died in prison,
na medical le ka wuli kala kol topoto,
it is our medics who take care of the person,
ba wolle medical
since they are the medics.
niata abe l'hôpital ne,
If at all the person is at the hospital
na bantaje
and died there,
na official ka katale death certificate nati,
our officers try to bring the death certificate
itandala officer in charge la ko kari bantale,
to present to the officer in charge, indicating that so and so prisoner has died.
and information o e pass wo nyama ka fo kari bantale,
And that is the manner in which the information is passed to say that so and so person has died,
then command ya kalamuta,
so that the command is aware.
medical e wuli yela do goke
The medics will get up and perform their duties.
ngaw sede ale andu ngaw jele.
I witnessed that. I saw that.
Mr. Jallow, we have received evidence here that inmates are usually locked up from 7 till 7 in the morning. Is that correct?
nga kibaro fanan soro jang ko kasoton kol wato do ka do ke dol soronne ka bitala woro wala somanda fo tala woro wala wuraro fo mto nyalti ba
yalon kaso procedure minti
Well, the procedure of the prison,
ne acto jube
if you look at the act,
7 o'clock nyanta prisoner better la konotol,
7 o'clock should find all prisoners in their cells.
all movement will be ceased,
All movements will cease.
but yalon dinkira o dinkira
But you know, in any place,
e ka mol soto le mini yalon ko lanna mollem,
there are people that you trust.
ka mol soto le mini yalon ko na red banol lem,
There are people who are our red bands.
cross prisoners
They are trusted prisoners.
ol isitano dula jangoto kasola area to je,
They could go to the length and breadth of the prison, within the prison.
isitano gadi noto
They could go to the garden.
dole ka ke garden gadolti
There used to be the garden guards,
jibondirol ke je
the water there
official makoy
to assist the officers.
mimbe mararin gadinola
The one in charge of the garden.
o atara atelebe wanyoto
At that time, he would be in the kitchen.
wol dole ka las ka dun.
Those would be the last ones to go in.
7 o'clock wonyanta prisoner better la konotol,
But by 7 o'clock, every prisoner should be inside the cell.
no
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
nibe prisoner funtindi la fananga nyanta kala 7 o'clock let,
And if you are also bringing a prisoner outside, it has to be 7 o'clock.
because niya funtindi before 7
Because if you bring them out before 7,
ni misal fe kudo nata kala
if for instance something happens to that prisoner,
be murundi la actolet
they will refer you back to the act.
ba fole munana time man si yenyi funtindi,
They will ask you, why did you bring this guy outside even before the prescribed time?
wole atinda ni 7 o'clock sita
That is why when it is 7 o'clock,
it is prisoner be nyanta dunal
all prisoners get in.
o be prisons do ko wala kono
That is within the rules of the prison.
dinkira na la
System.
nyantol lem.
Every place has its own rights.
Standing order ka sotole
There are standing orders,
mi yalon ko molle sita nyaton kolle sita yaje ko nyinne nyanta kela,
which was brought about by our seniors who sat down and decided that this is what ought to happen.
nyimma nyanna kela,
This ought not to happen.
so ni min beteyata
Whatever is good
wala nyanta kela,
is what has to happen.
ni min man beteya
That which is not good,
o man nyanna kela,
that should not happen. If it happens, it would be you responsible for doing it, but it should not have been done. This is what I know.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow, for that explanation. The simple answer to my question then is yes. Prisoners are taken in at 7 and taken out at 7.
Kasurankol ike dundi 7 nyana tare dunda anu 7 so mandala fanang sifin dindino wala mla jabiro ni wala muhadi war
ngalon wala nang ka bambandai.
Yes, I know it. I was just emphasizing it for you.
Bawo na do ko lam so wala nan lafta itandilala manke ko mba so kanne.
It's my work. That is why I want to explain it to you. Not that I am arguing with you.
Maybe ite wolon ne baridoma wolong.
Maybe you know that, but there are others who don't know.
Thank you very much. So my next question on that was going to be that if an inmate died, a prisoner died during the night in the cell, how is that situation handled? Can you explain to the commission?
Nintara fo al halato me alon ko kasolon ko fata sudo silanga be selo kono alka o ko nyin al halo nyal ka muta nyaadi le
ni mo fata selo kono suto.
If someone died in the cell in the night,
nyindo ko momo nala area lem.
This work, everyone has their own area of activity.
Kaso kono jama bi je mo kaso to le mi alon ko wole fanam bekela nyin dolla kebat.
In the prison, mostly there is one amongst others who usually is their head.
Suddenly,
if, let's say, the person suddenly dies,
the locking up officer commandilal,
they will call the locking up officer. For instance, if it is 2 o'clock,
the locking up officer is there to oversee all the problems.
The locking up officer is there to oversee all the problems. He collects the keys
after taking over at night.
After taking over at night,
I save key. You
will put all the keys into the safe.
Emergency key bondi the officer in charge.
He will take the emergency key and hand it over to the officer in charge.
The main store key attending water.
But he will go home with the main store key.
Is not emergency.
But that key, if at all it is not an emergency, because they used to sew it. They used to sew it and they just let a little tip of it out. If you should remove that key from that pouch without a situation which is deemed to be an emergency situation,
you will explain how and why.
You will explain how and why.
So that prisoner banta locking up officer in charge be locking up commandila locking up room.
Officer in charge will call the officer in charge at the locking up room. He will come.
After a medical fanang inform.
At that time, they would have informed the medics.
Will be ibena.
All of them will come.
They open the cell.
They will open the cell. The prisoners will assist them. They will remove the cups to the clinic before day breaks. If we're told there is an ambulance or a vehicle,
hospital,
they will take the person to the hospital, to the mortuary.
Then from there, communication will be done.
From there, communication will be done.
The man in charge
will
make a call.
He
start to inform the authorities.
And begin to inform the authorities.
This is what I know.
This is what I know.
Has there been any particular time where a dead prisoner has had to stay in the cells till morning before taken out?
For what nana sort of that jail bang moe fa selo kono nungi ma findin di selo kono fo fano keta.
Yes, that what once happened.
Thank you very much for that information. At this point, I would like you to tell us about your detention and being detained at the remand wing for 22 days.
Silang nyimfanna lafta ka men kacaja wala muita fango kundingo ye muto men kela ye sindi detention ye detain tilimuang nimfulo
Intela detention a started daming.
Where my detention started,
Yembula doku walla.
I was given an assignment.
Doku nying atra nyimbulo kandimi.
At that time, my right hand was pinning me.
Bao ndol meta mile 2 le demanding.
Because some of us have been in mile 2 for a long time.
Wato operation tamata.
That time, operations traveled.
Tata missionola.
He went on a mission.
One boy bije ka fay solo manga.
There was one boy called Solo Manga.
Nata entera loring fenkoto. Na falling dulat. Parade ground.
He came and found me standing at our parade ground.
A TTC balaje.
Besides TCC.
Anata akonye mbitang.
He came to me and said to me, my in-law.
Konye mako DG ko ni mobile lebe confinement ni mamfunti.
He said to me, help me, please, because the DG said that if there are mobiles in confinement and they are not brought out,
I will have a problem.
I will have a problem.
Please,
let's go so that you could help me.
Ni recruiter lekata.
We used to go with the recruits.
Ye lead.
You lead them.
By then he was a superintendent.
By then he was a superintendent.
Na dindingolem.
He was my junior.
But na boss lem.
But he was my boss.
Senior service la.
I seniored him in the service.
Senior rank la.
But he seniored me by rank. And we were together. He begged me. I told him my hand is paining me. He said, are you not happy with me being operations? I said, no, it's not that. It's just that my hand is paining me. He said, please help me.
Okay, no problem. Let's go.
I said to him, okay, no problem. Let's go.
We went to security wing.
We went to security wing. And we separated. I went with one group. Others went with other group.
Was number 5 BJ, number 4 BJ, number 7 BJ, number 1 BJ.
There was number 5, number 4, number 7, number 1.
Mr. Jallow, if I may just take you through your statement of what was said. It is correct that you went to conduct a search.
Yes.
And in conducting this search, mobile phones were found.
Yes.
And at some point you were accused that you had taken one of the mobile phones. And you were also asked to testify against some of the other officers that they also found mobile phones.
Sorry.
But then you did not testify against them.
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify that portion.
Go ahead.
Okay. Bring a search, okay?
After we conducted the search, members of my group,
Umar Mane, P.O. Mane,
I was there with him. He took a hoe and he was digging around. By God's grace, we found a polythene bag. Mane took it out.
Moved some inch.
At that time, I had moved some inches. He called me and said, the mobiles that we are looking for are here.
Let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
I told him, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
By then I was an inspector. SPO Ba kumandi wato SPO lem.
I called SPO Ba because at the time he was SPO. He came and I showed them to him.
He told me, okay, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
He told me, okay, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
ASP Ablai Bojang Kumandi.
He called ASP Ablai Bojang.
Noah Dabo was there.
Famara Sane was there.
Modsar
was there. So we all converged there. I picked up the polythene bag. I tore it. I stuck in my left hand and brought out 2 phones. I gave one to Noah Dabo. I held on to one. The one that I held,
I can fully remember the battery cover.
I can fully remember its battery cover was sellotaped. But it's my right hand that was spinning. The finger. So I removed the sellotape on the cover of the battery.
Then left the battery bondi car confirm whether there is any SIM or not.
I wanted to remove the battery to confirm whether there was any SIM or not. Abulai snatched the phone from my hand. And he injured me along the process. Some people told him, this man's son is spinning, you are injuring him. He went with the phone. The one with Noah was the one that we confirmed, and we found an official SIM card in it. After some time, he came back.
Whether there is any SIM.
We asked him if there was any SIM. He said there was no SIM.
And from there, I phone hand over chief office.
Then from there, we handed over the phones to the chief office.
What was Chief Sar le chief?
That time, Chief Sar was the chief. I used to assist him with the distributions in the morning.
Together with SPO Ba.
Together with SPO Ba.
What was SPO le mati?
At that time, it was SPO.
So after,
you hand over Chief Sarla. They took the phones and handed them over to Chief Sar.
Chief Sar hand over another senior man, Woli Asamba director, David Colley.
Chief Sar handed it to another senior officer, who then handed them over to the DG, David Colley.
So we BJ for few days.
So we were there until after a few days.
Atambulo saying abendimikan no good no bad.
My hand was paining severely.
Nata mile 2 to continent and Tata Lopitan.
I came to mile 2 and I proceeded to the hospital.
What in a hospital nada drombulo be eating?
I came from the hospital and my hand was swollen.
Chief Sar NJ.
Chief Sar saw me.
CSP Modlamin Mane Yenje.
CSP Modlamin Mane saw me.
When you go ite bulo beteng ikanajan. Say.
He told me, your hand is in this condition and yet you are coming here. Go home. I said, no, I came to look for medicine. I cannot just sit like that without medicine.
That was inside the main yard.
That was inside the main yard. I went outside like that, going out.
Former headquarters store.
I went until I was nearly at our former headquarters.
One boy began ex-prison of Salem.
There was one boy, an ex-prison officer. May God have mercy on him. He came there at that time.
From Holygam.
From Holygam.
When you call
he said that all of you should go and answer. Behold, that case was moved forwarded to Holygam. So we went to Holygam. We gave our statements. What transpired, we explained. Everyone is saying we saw Abulai snatch the phone from Jumbo's hands. I also said he took it from my hand and went with it. So we went and gave those statements. I was there until after my hand became better.
A call received from Justice.
We were there and suddenly we got a call from the Justice Department. If I have not forgotten, I think it was Abulai Mikhail who was there. That we should go and answer. We went there and he asked us. He removed all of our statements.
When this case is under court.
He said to me, this case is under court.
Banjul Magistrate Court.
At the Banjul Magistrate's Court.
You are going to testify.
He said to me, you are going to testify.
Okay, no problem. What I know, that's what I'm going to say.
I said to him, no problem. What I know is what I will say. So we went. Since that day, I never had peace again.
They trapped me.
They trapped me.
Testify against officer.
Because I was going to testify against other officers. But I did not report the case to Holygam. I did my duties.
Ya Chica Director General case ni samba Holigam.
The Director General was the one who took the case to Holigam.
Saya nata murunga tata fundi la mafangola.
So now the thing has now turned against them.
Jumale bijenu saye Jumale accused.
Who was there? Who were accused?
Solomanga was accused.
Solomanga was accused.
Ablai Bojang was accused.
Ablai Bojang was accused.
Do Ablai Bojang Solomanga wolente force kadung wo diamo kono.
And Ablai Manga was the one that forced me to get into that issue.
I will not go there.
Because at that time my hand was paining me. If not that, I wouldn't have gone there.
There was a time to live in Yoka.
But there was a time we were living together. My room was here. He was here. We used to sit down and chat, and we were beneficial to each other. That was why I went there. So they arrested them and took them to Holigam. I went home. They were there for some time. One day they called me that I should report to court.
DPP fangole lot akonte ko Jombo, you are number one witness.
DPP stood and said to me, Jombo, you are number one witness.
Because of everybody is saying that we have seen this man snatch the phone from your hand.
Because everyone is saying that we have seen this man snatch the phone from your hand.
But he take it from me.
So you are going to say that he took it from you.
Okay, no problem.
I said, okay, no problem. So I was the only one that testified. They asked me and I narrated everything. So they asked me whether I had any problems with these people. I said, no, we have no problems.
After for few days,
I was there after a few days. They called me again to be cross-examined. I went and did that cross-examination. The lady asked me everything she should ask me. That is their lawyer.
After
when I was done, I went. Since that day, I never had peace anymore. They trapped me.
So now get to the point of what happened until you were arrested and detained.
Yes. So
saying afo mune fo tamata aketa nyaadile hanu fo inatete muta lumeng
min keta foye muta.
What happened until I was arrested?
Because by then among the inspectors,
there was only one person who was my senior.
That was SPO Kalilu Sane.
That was SPO Kalilu Sane.
By then he was SPO.
Apart from Ate. Apart from him, I senior the rest of them.
Okay. Mbije,
we were there.
Yen roster shift okono.
Yamunke?
They put me in shift.
They put me on a shift.
Yes, they go and discuss. They say now when we want to get this man, let us put him in the shift.
They went and discussed and said to get this man we should put him in a shift.
Whereby any fallacious error.
Mr. Witness, you want to speak English now?
Mistake wrong.
So that whatever mistake happens anywhere, we can use that now to get him.
Office.
They called me to the office. And they told me now you are in the shift.
But that is not normal.
But everybody knew that wasn't normal.
Because service is rank and number.
Because service is rank and number.
You cannot put me in a place whilst my juniors are there.
You cannot put me in a place whilst my juniors are there.
Those people should be at the shift.
But they picked us and put us there.
No problem. It's part of the job.
I said to them, no problem. It is part of the job.
Whenever you serve 3 months, we take you out.
They said to me, yes, whenever you serve 3 months, we will take you out.
Because maybe before that 3 months, they will get me.
They were sure that perhaps before the 3 months, they will get me.
And the Noah also was part of that searching.
At that time, Noah was there.
So Ning Noah will baby nyokanje.
So I was there with Noah and others. We were there together.
So shift okono.
So they put me in the shift.
Morning duties doku.
I performed my morning duties.
mol kana ka fo nya baral to la nyin den dem ñu understand ibal to tombo na no nya dile al ke sifto kono dindingol bije.
People used to come and tell us, but I don't understand what is happening. How can they handpick you to perform the duties when you in the shift, when you have your genius?
Ko problem tije.
I said to them, there is no problem.
Ma do ko nga night nga morning duties ke nga bang.
I performed my morning duties and completed.
Ma night duty ke.
I performed my night duties.
Ma night duty ke nga balungu min nata Sunday fano keta Monday.
When I completed the night duty, which was on a Sunday, night duties, the following day, Sunday,
night duty by then, one night duty, wato more 6 le nata duties la, more woro.
At that time, the 6 of us came for night duties.
More 6 le bembulu.
I had 6 people. Excuse me. I was the 7th. Those 7 people.
Post main gate bundato.
I posted one at the main gate.
That night. Adama.
Him alone.
I post 2 at the remand wing.
I posted 2 at the remand wing.
I post 1 at the gate lodge.
I posted 1 at the gate lodge.
I posted 1 at the class 1.
I posted 1 at the class 1.
I post another one class 2.
I posted another one class 2.
The matter konoto as a patrolling officer.
I was alone inside as a patrolling officer.
Bijefo fanoketa.
We were there until daybreak. I went outside to look for someone.
Goni officer follow me report na nga grip nga fay tawasanto isa agency personal funtindino before 7 kukol ninyi mo kotengol isa agency doko keno.
I said that the first person that will report to work, I'll capitalize on that person and send him up the tower so that the cooks and the others could be able to and do their jobs and the prisoners can able to come out.
Because hospital kasoto like court kasoto so ni meyele because of manghan soto abdilians binale.
Because there were people going to court, there were some going to the hospital. So if I did not open them and I did not have assistance, the delay was going to be considerable. So I went outside. I was there, then suddenly I saw people running. Behold, somebody jumped remind. When he jumped, the officers followed him.
But the
officers did not eventually see him. He lost track. They lost track.
Prisons headquarters kata.
He went behind the headquarters, back of the headquarters, and he was moving along.
So, Mr. Jallow, you're telling this commission that a prisoner escaped?
Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
So, I'm bringing wo Canada.
When he escaped,
atata fo radio seed ma fangola.
He went until radio seed.
Alain de ma mim fongo yas police o mi a charge for ya samba kasokono.
By God's grace, the police officer who charged him until he was taken to court was the one who actually saw him.
Ala motolondi.
He parked his vehicle.
Ayakumandi.
He called him.
Ayamuta.
And apprehended him.
Asambana.
And brought him back.
So can you tell the commission how that led to your arrest and detention?
For commission munanata sabu waketa mune wokendi hanu fo wale nata ketela mutoti aninke sindi dulakeli.
Bidding wo escape happened that yo saying sotole.
When that escape happened, they said, okay, now we have got him. I went outside looking for someone, but I did not complete that assignment. I came back rushing in.
Because
where the escape took place and where I was in the main yard. This one is at the remind wing over there.
Demo is nearly 200 meters.
The distance between us was nearly 200 meters.
Officer in charge
and there was an officer in charge.
Sergeant in charge.
A sergeant was in charge of that place. Whose name was Ibrahim Ambai. And Lamin Bojang. They were on duties there.
In my yard,
the one I took over from,
By then the roll was 774.
By then the roll was 774.
Then I would take over.
That was what I took over.
This
guy escaped from that place.
Late Peter Bojan Nata.
I was there. Suddenly, the late Peter Bojan came.
And
Alaji Job. They said to me, "We've been instructed to take you to remand." I said, "Remand for what?" They said, "We've been told to detain you." I told them I wasn't going.
Most of the officers were crying.
Out of all the 6 officers who were on duty at that night, were you the only one who was arrested?
The people that I was in the yard, I was the only one that was arrested.
Sergeant remind.
The sergeant that was at remand.
You go for water escape duty.
That man went for the escape duty.
Mr. Jallow, my question is, out of the 6 of you that were on duty that night, were you the only officer that was arrested?
Ako, akenyin kamen na atel molumen bedo kola wala nyimmo woro yado kono. Bari inatete damman ne muta molu kono.
Ha yentele muta anin sajino nyi.
Yes, I was the one arrested with the sergeant.
But remind ba fangoyele.
But the remand is on its own.
Yado ba fangoye.
The yard is another place of its
security
own.
Wing ba fangoye.
The security wing is another area of its own.
Female wing ba fangoye.
The female wing also is another area of its own.
So ni be yado kono fengo kita remind italon.
If we are in the yard, whatever happens at the remand wing, you will not be aware of it.
Ni be remind fengo kita yado kono italon.
If we are in the remand, whatever happens in the yard, you will not be aware of it.
Posting neke.
I did my posting.
Nga sajino ni nyinkeje.
I put a sergeant and this other man
All
there.
the prisoners were inside. Mo bebe konot.
All the prisoners were inside. Everyone was inside.
Taking over kita abanta.
The taking over took place and it was completed.
Just to patrol.
Just to patrol was what was left.
The locking up officer was there.
The locking up officer was there.
Momo a complaint soto.
Anyone who has a complaint,
they will call the officer in charge.
They will call the officer in charge.
They will call the locking up officer.
They will call the locking up officer.
Very womanke yentele muta.
That didn't take place. They just arrested me.
Boy indingo mimbe remind.
The young man at the remand,
headquarters kota guard.
They allowed him to go to the headquarters so that he will become the quota guard there.
So sergeant onyi ofanang arrest.
The sergeant was also arrested.
Sergeant onyi was sacrificed intella.
The sergeant was sacrificed because of me.
Because being that director here.
Because when we went to the director, he said Mbai once helped him at the confinement.
So therefore,
so that's why he said he didn't want to see Mbai in such a predicament. He said he will set an example for me. We made ourselves the brave ones.
Testify officially.
We are the ones who stand and testify against officers. I told him that to testify against an officer didn't start with me. That happened many times in this prison here. Many people stood here and testified against officers. He told them to return me back. He said I should have sent somebody to the quarters. I told him that I didn't have enough men. How can I send somebody to the quarters and leave the prison empty when there are other people lying down there? I said I will not do that. So I said okay, then they took me back. He said he will set an example for me.
So Mr. Jallow, how long were you detained for? At the remand wing?
Yete sindi remand wati jelle.
I was there for 22 days.
Were you charged with any offense?
Ye tumi kula le bankoy nyineke.
Bijele for last minute. Wobe man charge nun de man na statement sa fe tous wona dara nyaka signal.
I was there until the last minute. All that while I was not charged. I did not give any statement. They just ignored me there.
So mbije do ngajel fo biring ala nata kairo natinye.
I was there until when peace came my way.
Inata Bora Kolinati.
They brought in Bora Koli.
Bora Koli take over, Ayodula take over on the 6th.
Bora Koli took over that place on the 6th.
On the 7th.
On the 7th.
On the 8th.
On the 8th.
On the 9th.
On the 9th. That was on a Monday.
Bora, birim Bora nata.
When Bora came,
nata raunola.
He went around.
Nata Josuang.
He went to Joshua.
Janning akana.
Before he returned,
Bijedro nata kumandi.
I was there suddenly. I was called.
Ala joble nata kumandi.
Ala Job came and called me.
Konye ko ngata DG ko alete dango.
He told me, let's go. DG said that you should go and answer to him.
Atanga 22 days keje.
At that time, I had already spent 22 days.
Mbuka na family je.
I never saw my family.
Mbuka domoroke.
I never ate.
Ala ni molu.
God and other people.
Na ladula fango tabarikallah.
Even where I sleep, only God knows.
Setambinu wala fango biribiri semuta.
If I had stayed longer, I could have contracted beriberi. Because I was lying on the floor. It could make me sick. But by God's help, people stood for me. Officers started complaining. They begged him, but he would not accept. And the prisoner was caught and returned back.
I sent the for 22 days.
He packed me there for 22 days. And then he said he has dismissed me. And he removed all my ranks, demoted me. At the time I was an SPO. God and this new director and other good people who are within the prison system, they are the ones that came together. And this new director, they spoke to Bora. They said this man was taken advantage of. He said he has withdrawn. They said they dismissed him, and this guy has done nothing which warrants the dismissal.
So, Mr. Jallow, at this point, you were reinstated.
So, Mr. Jallow, Nintembe ye Murundi do kwalale.
Hi, not a Murundi.
Yes, they eventually reinstated me.
And according to your statement, you were lucky that none of your salary was discontinued.
Andung akete manta bengote imela jokuntu.
Because they
did not discontinue my salary. But if it had passed that stage, it would have affected my salary.
I find it very tough.
I found it very tough.
Because detained on the 19th.
I was detained on the 19th until the end of the month.
Until on the 9th.
Until the 9th. That was when he said that he has dismissed me. My salary was there. I couldn't pick it up. I couldn't give it to my family. So I was there. That time, how my family sustained themselves, only God knows. My friends and relatives, they assisted me, my mother's, father's, uncles.
So after Natata Holygam.
Then I went to Holygam.
For the body, because I control loyalty for the body lay.
Because he said we were loyal to Fode Bari.
I control loyal for the body. It's a case referred to for the body.
I told him that we are not, it's not part of that we are loyal to Fode Bari, but you forwarded the case to Fode Bari.
So Nintul Tata J for the body in the statement of I court case pushed to Holygam to this court, young Kumandika testify.
So when we went
mobile,
to,
because manganing solo accused war mobile la wole atina aketa kesti wole nata lo box auto ni test nge fenk.
So manganing Juma
Ablai Bojang,
because it was Manga and Ablai Bojang who stood in the box during the case.
So woman Nadia
That's what pained him.
So wolatina nata lo nye kang yang kangkati.
That's the reason why he decided to treat me badly. It was because of the help of the director plus the good people in the prison. They told him that this man didn't commit any crime.
So the testify.
The day I went to testify,
cross-examine.
The day I went for the cross-examination, that's the day when Bora called me.
Inspector.
He said to me, Inspector,
where are you?
Where Ibeming?
Where are you? Nka mfele Brikama police station.
I said to him, I am at the Brikama police station presently.
Akonye soma isa kata report nanja.
He told me tomorrow come and report here.
Akonye la sergeant ole.
Where is your sergeant?
Nka abijele.
I said to him, he's there.
Akonye inform yafa ko tomorrow ale report.
He told me to inform the sergeant so that tomorrow we can all report together.
Ndata wo cross examine na.
Then I went for the cross-examination.
So after Birimbota water, the following day, not a report.
Then the following day, we came and reported.
Then Yansamba Bora Nyatilingola.
Then they took me to Bora. When he asked me, I narrated everything to him. He said if he was to dismiss you, he should have dismissed you before I come.
But ntetina langa dula take over fonga pare amang case report ya amang femfonyi ngang kodi ngata Joshua before mbina ayebai.
Because I will not come here, take over the place. Just on my, I went to Joshua just for a checkup, and before I come back, he decided to dismiss you. I will not accept that.
Akonye because being altata officer to mbota na Joshua nata belorin saloto itambita na saloto le.
He said because when we were going to his office, I had come back from Joshua. You passed me.
So, Mr. Jallow, at this point, you were reinstated in the service.
Mr. Jallow,
and up to date, you are still with the service.
Yes.
Mr. Jallow, thank you very much for coming to testify before this commission today. Mr. Chair, I am done with the witness. Thank you.
Silang I kodi chairman lela commission chairman and ning commissioner do nyinin karo soto ibe nyinin kalale.
Thank you very much indeed, Council, and thank you, Mr. Jallow, for your testimony.
I council numbara, I etefana numbara puri sonta kanase de arola.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. We'll do that. Commissioner Samba, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Samba, wale lafte nyinin kala saying.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Jallow.
Commissioner Samba kabe konton na Mr. Jallow.
Lafte nyinin kala kuma na wala mnyinti ko lafte nyinin kala for prison mantara on the PMU.
I want to ask you whether the prisons is not under the PMO.
Ibe under PMO le.
Yeah, under the PMO.
Sila niata la prison be under PMO. Me dismiss. I dismiss nyadi le imanta PMO maleka dila. PMO man femfoye. Fati ka sidro ka foye ko nye baile aye bay akwo sita wonya.
If the prisons are under the PMO, how did your dismissal come about? Since you got no letter from the PMO indicating that you've been dismissed, how did he just take it upon himself to dismiss you like that without any intervention of the PMO?
Adalta wokela la ake mo jamale la menu ente senior.
He has been used to that. He did that to many people who were even my seniors.
Deputy commissioners.
Because he did it to deputy commissioners.
I will be the commissioners ke forced to retire.
Commissioners, some commissioners were even forced to retire.
So, Farah Momi Alongo just inspector them.
Farah, somebody like Farah who was just an inspector.
So, what on them inspector it?
I was an inspector too at that time.
So, Ibajalako, I mean for motitus knowledge.
That was the way. Whatever he says, nobody can do anything about it. But if Allah is on anybody's side, nobody can do anything to you. He said to me that he has dismissed me on Monday. I went out on Tuesday.
Arabo ntata testify cross examine.
On Wednesday I went for the cross examination. That was the day they called me and told me to come back and report for duties on Thursday. He did what he was able to do. But Allah did also what Allah decides to do. On that Thursday when I reported for work,
Arjumo ajita watabe interior yatefana move ayembay yatefana mbay alala de maro.
On Friday when he closed from work, he did that. On Friday he was also moved to the interior.
Aitakeje advisor.
They took him there as an advisor.
So atetata je.
He went there.
Akayembay lente murunda na prisons.
He said he has dismissed me, but I'm back at the prisons.
Abejila lunguminna.
The day he was supposed to close from work,
he came
all the way till around Abuko, around the petrol station. He was just passing.
In full uniform.
He passed me and he saw me in full uniform. I complimented him when he was passing. He just passed.
Because na boss lem.
Because he was my boss. I will not insult him. I will not say anything bad about him. He did what he thought was good for him. But Allah is above everything. Mandinka said, somebody's ablution water, if it is more than your bathing water, you will always leave that person alone.
So Allah
this was how Allah decided between me and him. But he just wanted to damage me. And I suffered in his hands. Before all this, even I suffered before all this. And not everything is narrated. But there was a time when I suffered greatly in this. What happened in those days? If I come to work until I closed from work and went home, I always thank Allah.
Because there was a time in the prisons.
Because there was a time in the prisons, if it is time for people to close from work, if you close from work and you decided to waste time a little bit, people will say that, well, today he has been locked.
Because
I receive calls, because it is a way where transports pass by.
For a certain period.
If my family doesn't see me up to a certain period, they will always think that they'll have two minds, thinking that something has gone amiss. Whether you have been locked up or not. This is how we were working.
Okay,
the second question, I actually have 3 questions, you will pardon me.
Lafta niwa answer ya asutiyandi because jamale bela fila pour ka nyininkaro okay, it's possible.
I want you to give short answers because there may be some who would also want to ask questions.
Prisoners nyol menka fa.
Those prisoners that usually die.
Anu nibi na ngamira nibe enroll la prisons ike la next of king me alonko ni kuketela it will be responsible health responsible. I
think when they have been enrolled, the next of kin is always included in the paperwork so that if in the event something happens to that prisoner, that next of kin is informed.
Kadum ko ngajele ko melbe nata testify jay ka fal ko ni fata don ki hand over le samba death house.
Because
so family members
I have seen from the witnesses that testified here saying that each time a prisoner died, what they do is they hand over to the medics and they take the corpse to the hospital. Do you not always inform the family members?
Okay, inform them. Momo bantajang ala next of kin.
We inform them. Anyone who dies there, we always inform the next of kin.
Oh, nka information or delay. Nka call sol keke inform because molbi jele mini along ko special wala mo la do ko ni medical.
Yes, we do calls and inform their relatives because there are people who are responsible for that. Medics. Because the corpse belongs to the relatives.
So consult.
We will not dare to do anything with the corpse without consulting the relatives.
Confirmation of California myself momi alonko amam badin soto de nga kata nyaaw nyamam fenkeno then after BCC is like responsible. But
except for people,
death house back.
Except for people who have no next of kin. In that case, we hand over the corpse to the BCC.
Next question, Sabanyango.
Third question.
Wala mnyintiko, ni tata remind, nga moyele ka fuko, ite kita mo kutoti, iman ladula sota ikela kotoma mo kotol membeje ka kodole bondi yela ladula sang isa jetel si ladula dite itela ladula exchange with ite kodola.
I heard that if you are being taken to remand as a new prisoner and you have no space where to lie down, you can use money to pay to those inmates that have been in prison for longer so that they could give you their space in exchange for money.
Remind je haniketa new manoti ni nata.
In remind, even if you are a new prisoner, when you reach there,
ni mobe moto ni atra iketa moleti mi alonko mo bunya mole muiti.
If you are somebody who is dignified or a respected person,
prisoners
will get up and give you space.
Bari ni mo fananko ibe terla remind ye kodo bondia di prisoner ni official yaje iba mutalebule because kodo mang allowed selo kono.
But any prisoner that comes there and wants to bribe or give money to other prisoners because of something, money is not allowed there. If they are aware of it, they'll take the whole money from you.
Because report la.
Because somebody amongst them will report you, which happens there. They will report each other.
Ni bajala ko ibe punishment or sotla because imanya na kodo sotla je la kodo everything abeka bukle.
They will receive the money. They will take the money from you, because whenever you go there, that money should be handed over. And in case you do that and you are caught, in fact, you will be punished.
La kodo nanka mo minti abe safelale ni sulata fen sanna. Ni official bita shopping kele den go official le bita shopping ke lafta minna wo sangiye bari kodo nga wo mutebulu yenna do ko la luati nyale aksono nyanta talelal.
Because what happens is when they were booking you in, whatever you come with as part of your possessions, your money will be handed over. And if you go in with money and you are caught, you have gone against our laws, which is not which doesn't go well with the prison authorities there.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Samba. Any other questions? Yeah, Commissioner Kai, you have the floor. Yeah. Witness, if I can just appeal to you to shorten your answers as we're getting ready to prepare for the afternoon session, and another witness coming, I believe.
Commissioner Kai, you have the floor. Chairman ko ni sila njabirolu sutiyandi katu mbempareka ne puru sede do nyantanala me yalon ko lebe kala tilbula sedoti so ila jabirolu dukare se sutiyandi.
Thank you. My question is a simple one. Because throughout this session we've heard that torture has been taking place in the prisons, and that there are instances where prisoners were flogged. But what is not clear to me is whether that is just limited to male prisoners or female prisoners are also included in that.
Commissioner Kala nyini nkaro mumenti wale butero fotale meta mwela ko butero lu kake kasola bari wo butero lu fodum ikake ke kasola nkolu damannela adu musolu fana liela dinkira soto jele fo musolu dungolu ibuka inene buka lu bute kaso kono jeban.
Musol de nene ma wo moy.
I never heard women be beaten.
That
women were beaten. I was never aware of that, and I never heard it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jallow, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now too.
Yaman ko Mr. Jallow ni fana kumasoto ilafta mem banke la janibe pare la kata ifana sila o kumolu yitandi sai.
Okay, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Thanks be to Allah.
Nata janne mu banko dingoleti.
Because I came here and I'm a citizen of this country.
Nyanta doko kala Gambia ele.
I should work for this Gambia.
Gambia le soto.
This is the Gambia we have.
Gambia ti.
This Gambia belongs to us.
Na betata ntolbele.
If it is good, it's good for all of us.
Na tinyata mbele.
When the country is spoiled, it's for all of us.
TRRC.
This TRRC. This is very, very good. Anyone who says bad things about this TRRC, you don't know what we are doing. There was a time when a lot of people suffered in this country. So there are very, very good elders here present. So to bring people together and reconcile people and to establish the truth. any person who is a good citizen of this country, you shouldn't refuse that.
So Allah barka bake.
So thank you very much. But I have an appeal.
Prisons mbatata bak.
We at the prisons, we have suffered greatly.
Prisons mansama nyati tolla.
We at the prisons, it looks like that the government has turned its back on us.
Tonya ni hani prisoner fangonati mile 2.
Truly speaking, even as a prisoner is brought to mile 2,
at futata gate lodge wato minanim poliso.
The moment he arrives at the gate lodge with a police escort,
a futata officer fangonyinje ika admit daming.
And he happens to see the office where he is going to be admitted. There will be the time where he will know that I will suffer in this place.
Because officer
Because he will realize that the officers here don't even have a place, much more a prison inmate. We don't have an office.
Colonial days.
The building there, those offices were built there since colonial days. Council said it here. He said, I spent a long time working at the prisons. And it's true. I have spent a long time working there. But I have elders there, senior people who have spent longer time than me there. But it's clear to all of us that the building, this prison building, is older than all of us working there. It's older than all the prisoners who are incarcerated in there. It's over 60 years. This prison is the same way it has been. The cells, the way they were built initially, are still the same cells. They have never been changed or reduced or added. The cells there were not built by us. We found them there. We are appealing to government to do something about the prisons. We have suffered. We've had many things being said about us there. If you come to the area of the officers, there are some of our co-workers who has received their risk allowances. We haven't got anything. And I will give out reasons here why I can say that our job is risky. We are staying with prisoners. Somebody who is staying at a place where he doesn't like. Some are under death sentence. Some are under life sentences. Some of them are foreigners. These are the people we work with, and they are the people we go out with. Our officers have suffered greatly.
One sergeant
One sergeant who works with us has been stabbed at Tanka Tanka. What went into his body, that's what he's estimating. It was only Allah who saved him from death.
Chief Tamba, prisoner
Chief Tamba, a prisoner kicked him on his leg and broke it. His name is Ansumana Tamba. He has already left the job now. A prisoner broke his leg.
By this time.
Around this time. Jabi.
Prisoner very seriously.
A prisoner took a razor blade and sliced him very seriously.
What are we taking over?
But at that time he was taking over duties. And later on, that developed into meningitis. He was there like that for quite a long time until we all lost courage. We thought that he was going to die. But he was saved by Allah. Things like that happened. Many of those things happened there. Many incidents. In fact, recently, there was a man whose head was split open.
The worst part of it.
From there, the worst part of the job. What everybody can see is that we take these prisoners out of the prison building, we go and walk outside with these prisoners, and we go into the forest to walk with them. We go and find cooking, we go and find wood for cooking. We don't have guns. We don't even have knives. And they, the prisoners, are the people handling the axes. They cut the firewood with those axes. When they are tired, they hand over those axes to the officers. When it is enough, they will take it and put it on board the truck.
Prison officer,
there is no, among all the prison officers, those who didn't go out to look for firewood are very few.
Because deep forest.
I still have pain on my shoulder because of firewood, and all the officers who go out with these prisoners have to take part in the job.
Ntata je bata kama moto kuo fango ka moto soto pour kata firewood aka kentol bulu do kolti nga fire service la moto borindi le wo fonga wotinya. Well, police te fola, army te fola.
This is what's happening there. We the prison officers have to go out with prisoners to look for firewood. Transport problem is one of our challenges there. We drove the prison truck until it was completely broken down. From the police, from the army, we walk with all those trucks to go and look for firewood.
Operation Jimbo need firewood seater.
Jimbo operation, at the operations, if it is time to go and look for firewood,
abuka sino abuka lono.
He will not sit down or even stand up. Transport is always a big challenge for us to go into the bush.
And life barracks because
and our life is at a big risk because those prisoners, they can kill officers and run and go into Casamas. Because when we go to look for firewood, we go nearer to the border than the interior of this country. If you come to the prisoners,
remand bedaming is a problem.
Where the remand is located is a problem.
Remand fatale.
The remand is completely full.
Josuang fatale.
Josuang is full.
Janjambure fatale.
Janjambure is full.
Ne Gambia jubebi.
If you look at the Gambia today, there are only 3 prisons.
Prison Sabol.
These 3 prisons,
Josuang Janjambure Mile 2.
Josuang Janjambure and Mile 2.
Station Jelle are surround Jang.
How many stations are surrounding it?
How many courthouse are surround Jang?
How many courthouses are available around?
Bring Kalaji for Katong.
From Kalaji to Katong,
Ibeka Nyapina Mile 2.
They all bring the people to the Mile 2 prisons. And they come with warrants there. You cannot say that the prison is full. The prison is sometimes filled up to the brim.
1,900 plus.
Sometimes you have almost 1,000 or even 900 inmates in the prison there. The time this prison was built, the Gambia's population was not even up to the level it is today. Now, the whole country have their own stations around. There are magistrates around in the country. And now there are no prisons available. Well, I'm appealing to the government to help us with more prisons. Nobody is happy about prisons, but all these prisons belong to all of us, because as far as it is the country is concerned, there are prisons which are not enough in the country.
Because ndolni akoros bage prisons je biti loto.
Because
anyanta tambila nyinala manke ko mol mala fi do ko wala.
If you look at
the mol bi jele minu yalon ko they are very good. And prisonal fana bi jele minu yalon ko mo kende balle bi je minu yalon ko wol dol ka alquran o karan prisons kono le atanka. Ka bi dem officer en charge intele ke yele kata jame ngoto.
Because if you look at the situation today, there should be more prisons than the amount of prisons in the country. Because among the officers, you have good people. Among the prisoners, you have good people. And among even the prisoners, some of them, they learn the Quran in the prison up to the point of completing it and mastering the Quran. And sometimes it is me or other officers who help them and take them out on Fridays to go and pray Friday, to go and perform their Friday prayers. So there are good people there. If that's the way it is, let them help us. Let's all look at the prisons. All those who came there, what always they say is that we never imagined that this place is like this. When the person goes out, they will always become quiet. If the person goes home and lies down wherever he places his head, that's the end of it. So this is what is our problem there. If you come to mile 2, even defense, we are talking about diseases, but the place where they would dump the waste, if those dumping places are lighted with fire, we cannot even breathe in the prisons. Officers cannot breathe in the prisons. If it is the smell, the whole day people will feel the smell around.
Less than 300 meters.
Where they dump the waste matters between that place, Ndangan, and the prison is less than 300 meters.
Because
our garden is located next to Ndangan. This is why we have been suffering there up to now. This is all what's existing there. But people don't even look upon the prisoners.
But alhamdulillah rabbil alamin assign prisons benyame abe falinkan director soto anala commissioner.
But thanks to Allah, we have a director plus his commissioners. They are trying a lot of things for the people there. There was a time when we were all treated as slaves.
But another mobe commandi I prisoner level commandi I council.
But when he came, the first thing he did was to call the prisoners and cancel them. He told them, I will do my level best and I will try and see what will make things or matters easy for you people here. Whatever I can do on the right of you prisoners, I will try my best to make sure that you get your rights. Then he also called the officers and talked to them the same way. He told them, you have now gained your freedom. Nobody should walk here under threat. From that day up to this moment,
officer mantra under threat.
No officer has been under threat there. This is why we missed a lot of our officers. Today, at this present moment, you have more females at mile 2 than males on the officer's side. And the work is harder on men than the women there. It was just yesterday when I left the position of a chief officer.
I was the chief officer, man in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
I was the chief officer responsible for all the other officers and the inmates. I was one time chief, but I was denied that position. It's because of Allah and Mane. It was Mane who recommended me and took me to that position. If Mane didn't come, by this time we would all have left that place.
Another deputy director.
Plus his deputy director and other directors. Prisoners don't praise anybody. Prisoners don't praise people. There are people, whenever they lack medicine, it is the officers who will take their own money and buy medicine for them. There are prisoners inside this prison there who are so good that if somebody, another prisoner needs medicine and the medicine is not available in there, those prisoners will tell him to wait, and they will inform their relatives to buy these medicines for those prisoners.
Mr. Jallow, can you conclude quickly the testimony? As I had indicated, we're going to do that. I don't want to interrupt you, but if you can finalize your remarks, that would be very helpful indeed.
Chairman, ko sila kumosuti yandi sain ya tari because katu dole be siring menyantana la CDRO la watu bitakang.
Yo, o prisoner mol bi jele mi yalon ko wolle ka borol sangi because one prisoner bi je ka famille Baba Galle. There are prisoners who always buy medication for other prisoners. What? Because there is one person called Baba Galle. Baba Galle Jallo.
Baba Galle Jallo.
A prescription safae.
He was given a prescription so that he should wear specs.
For operation here.
He informed the operations unit.
For DG.
Operations unit informed DG.
2,500
They took out money, 2,500, and bought glasses for him.
For 2,800 lembam, for 2,500, but specs is very costly, nearly 2,800.
They bought glasses for him around 2,800. Not quite sure whether it was 2,500 or 2,800. But they were able to purchase these glasses for this person.
But momo iminke koku bara alabe jola walla.
Allah will reward anybody for any good you do.
One point of observation, because kunung Amadou Skatrin Jane, I ento for jang.
I have one point of observation. Amadou Skatrin named me here yesterday.
Ako Jombo.
He said Jombo.
And don't tell him Jombo.
And I am Jombo.
I have for TRRC Janeto.
He said it at the TRRC here. This is why I also want to say it here, so that we can all hear it together. Truly, I am Jombo.
But in Jimbo fanam bijele.
But there is another person called Jimbo.
So naman Jombo ni Jimbo bondi nyot.
If he cannot distinguish Jimbo from Jombo,
so asafono Jombo.
He might be able to say it is Jombo.
Because ateka min foko ya la cell side ya chika ya samba Josuang.
What he said that his cell was searched and they took him to Josuang.
Ya ura ya samba Josuang.
He was stripped naked and taken to Josuang.
Ntema wo sembo soto nuwo wato ka woke.
I don't have the powers at that time to do what he said.
Because prisoner transfer.
To transfer a prisoner is part of our job.
Official ka transfer.
Officers also transfer.
Prisoner ka transfer.
Prisoners also transfer.
But such prisoner like Ahmad Skatrin Jane.
But prisoners like Amadou Skatrin Jane.
Mandate soto ka obondi mile to central prisons ka samba Josuang prisons.
I don't have the mandate to remove him from mile 2 prisons and bring him to Josuang prison.
Because ngamwela ka foko Jombo tata akamfata tata ala Job ya.
Because I heard him saying that Jombo became angry and went to Alaji Job.
After Inata nang.
Then they came.
Inata transfer Josuang.
And he was transferred to Josuang.
Intata transfer no Josuang because Alaji Job minata je womuna superiority. By then he was a superintendent.
Alaji Job, who came there, was at that time a superintendent, and I was his junior.
And who are on SPO leti.
And at that time I was just an SPO.
Jimbo womu operation leti.
Jimbo was the operations unit head.
Kabarika prisoner transfer to Josuang prisons.
To transfer a prisoner to Josuang prisons.
Due to certain reasons, akakele.
It happens due to certain reasons.
So that reasons was best known to the operation and that Alaji Job.
That reason was best known to Alaji Job and the man responsible at the operations unit. This is what I want to declare here. At that time, I was an SPO, an inspector. I can
fully remember that.
And the day this thing happened, I was not even there. And on that day, I was supposed to come for night duties. I was not even present there at that time.
Thank you. Well, we need to say thank you very much, Emma, for that clarification. In response to Dr. Janice remarks yesterday. But thank you again very much indeed for coming to testify before the Commission, and the information that you have given should help us in formulating our findings on this theme from the prison services. And we have visited the prisons ourselves, but information that the additional information you have given us should help us. We will resume at 3:30. We're running very late, and thank you again, Mr. Jallow, for your testimony. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.